Yeah, very good morning to you all. Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, 7th of July 2021. And I've just got to make a video this morning because number one, a lot of things have gone down in my life recently, and number two, I'll probably never get this opportunity again, which I'll take you through right now. Starting with my whole maritime history, which starts with the ship that's right on my cap here, the Voorraad Voltemade. That's when I joined this company, which was the Submarine in 1976. That was actually the very first ship that I worked on. Didn't sail on her, unfortunately, but I did actually work on the brand new Voorraad Voltemade salvage tug back in it was actually 5th of November 1976 when I joined the company. I worked on her. Little was I to know that I would, in a few years after that, spend 25 years of my life on the two tugs. And then in 1981, that would have been December 1981, I joined this one, which used to be the John Ross. Joined her in Mobile, Alabama, and did that the 18,000 mile tow up to Los Angeles on that one. And then of course I spent 25 years alternating between the two tugs. And then we come to these cable ships. I joined the first cable ship. In fact, I brought the first cable ship to South Africa from Singapore. That was used to be called the Vekor. Then I have been on these cable ships for the last 20 years, and we lost the Chamarel in a fire. The Vekor became known as the Chamarel, and then we lost her in a fire in 2012. And then something amazing happened. So we have the old John Ross over there. We have the Voorraad Voltemade on my cap. We have the cable ship over here. Just on the other side of our berth, we have the SA Agulhas 2. There she is there in the morning sun. SA Agulhas 2, and I'll take you through a quick little story about that. When we lost the Chamarel in the fire in 2012, I was just about to be made redundant, because that's when the company got into a bit of trouble. And they called me in the office and they said, no, you're not in trouble, we're in trouble. The Agulhas had just come off the building blocks in Finland and about to go on its maiden voyage to Antarctica, and the electrician was unable to make the voyage. So I joined her the day before she sailed, went on to Antarctica, one of the most amazing trips of my life, and I actually came back with a wife. Long story, I'm not going to go into it now. I have just this month published my autobiography. It's called My Secret Life, autobiography by me, and so that has just been released, and that is my whole life story in there, and that explains everything. So that's one thing that's happened. The other thing was yesterday morning at 2 o'clock, my wife, who's just come through stage 4 ovarian cancer, had 3 big abdominal operations. She's been in remission for the last year and a half. 2 o'clock yesterday morning, she had the number 4 internal blockage. She was rushed to hospital, and thankfully she's recovering. She's out of hospital again. She's recovering with close shave, and we know all about these. Her and I know all about these internal blockages. They can be lethal. They can go very quickly and extremely painful. Trouble is, I was locked up on the vessel here, and there's no way I could get to her. So yesterday I put in my letter of not quite resignation. I mean, I'm 3 years over retirement already, so I've just put in a letter saying that this will be my last trip, because it's unsustainable for me to be around here. My wife is 71 this year, I'm 67, so I've put in resignation. This will be my very last of my 42 years in the company, So I will be finishing up after this trip. Yeah, then the last thing I just want to share, certainly not the least thing, is that something really dramatic happened 21 years ago in November 1999 while I was on the John Ross there behind me. I fell into a hole which is really well documented in my book. Pretty much what most people fall into, a midlife crisis. Things fall apart, bottom drops out of your world, and certainly did drop out of mine. I did a lot of wrong choices in my life, all documented in the book. But I got to a stage where I actually didn't want to live anymore, gave up the desire to live. And in that time, something absolutely dramatic happened to me. I became a godly man, which I am today, most certainly. Certainly not by choice, not at all by choice. I was living pretty much as an anti-Christ. I hated Christians. I thought they were weak people that preyed on other weak people, and that was kind of my attitude toward them. But in the bottom of that depression, where I really just had given up, I had a voice in my head that completely, utterly changed me to this day. It was a voice of Jesus, and what I do know without a doubt is that he's alive. He's alive today, and both my wife and I can testify that we would be stone cold dead today if it wasn't for him. He's literally saved my life a number of times, saved my wife's life, and so that is really going to be what I'll be doing now that I've finished my 42 years at sea. There is only one thing I really want to do, is just spread the good news of the gospel, because like I say, I wouldn't be alive today. So I'm going to stand for him because he stood for me. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So this is really quite a momentous day for me today, and I don't know if I'll ever get another opportunity to have these 3 ships all together like this. It's almost like they were put here, just for me to really end my time. And I can tell you something, that I'm even on the ship right now, not because of money or anything, but I'm here because I really want to be here. I've really grown to love being at sea more and more. The longer I stay at sea, the more I just love to be out there. And I really do love these shipmates of mine. We've gone through a lot of things together, a couple of fires at sea, shipwrecks, and of course on that tug there, goodness gracious, the things that we've been through on that tug. So there's something so special about those tugs. I'm sure a lot of people watching this that have been through the John Ross, the Borrowed Baltimore, and that Amandla down there, will all agree that there's just something special about those boats. So it's all in my book. If anyone's interested, I'll post the details of how to get a book. I've got 1,000 copies laying in our lounge at home there, and you're welcome to order a copy. I'll get it couriered to you, or make a plan to get it to you. So this really marks the end of my life at sea. Got another 7 weeks on here before I'll be signing off for good, hanging up my sea boots. What a time it's been. It's been amazing, really been amazing. Catch you guys all later.